Okay, so I saw something this week about social media. It was a brief reel where it was something about social media, and it was an interview from another podcast. I wish I could remember the podcast so I could give them a shout. Maybe I could put it in the notes.
Yeah, just put it on the screen.
When we do the video. But they were talking about they were talking about how social media actually creates this falsified version of who we are based on where we all thinking that we're like acting. It's like from our kids, from us having kids, from us like getting a new job, maybe get a new car, or even an outfit. We're documenting everything so much where we feel like where we are like so outside of ourselves because social media, because even our funeral is on social media now. Like, like if,
True that.
The outro.
Like everything is just so documented that, we just feel like we lost the idea of real.
Yeah.
But we feel like we're being the realest we can.
Okay.
And I was just watching it. It was just like, that is like really crazy. Like we are living in a state where we are acting, where we feel like just based on social media, and I think that's based on life too. Even because you were saying earlier this week, even without social media being involved, we're still acting. Like think about it. Like I act like y'all, right? Mm-hmm. I came from a different country. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I learned something different, so that's how I have to act. Because
But is it acting or is it adapting though?
Right, adapting, but it's a part of it is still acting because I start learning, because I start owning more of y'all culture than my culture during the adaptation. Because I still have people in my family that
then
are
it's
like
more like
Caribbean.
indoctrination.
Yeah, because I still, and then just like you grew up in Akron, right?
Yeah.
Don't you feel like you act different than some dudes in Cleveland sometimes?
Yeah.
Okay, because
Product of your environment.
Because of your environment before.
Yeah.
You grew up where?
In Cleveland.
In Cleveland. Don't you feel like you act different than people out on Sherritt Falls? You know what I'm saying? Because we're all acting. All right.
No, I'm not gonna be acting. I just know, like, I'm trying to stay me to the core, So I don't be acting. That's why I feel like with people in their own environment, they're not used to other people outside of their environment, and there be like a tension with that. And so it's like me, I'm just gonna be me. Like if you know me, I'm gonna be me everywhere I'm at. And so a lot of people can like respect that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then people that don't know me, they may look at me like what is he doing? But if you know me, I'm not doing nothing to hurt nobody. I'm just doing me.
Yeah.
But even though that is actually, I know it's genuine because I know you. You're a good, genuine dude. But don't you think a part of that too is still, because it's still acting? Because sometimes you have to catch yourself from doing things that you actually want to do just to be civil, or just to be a part of adapting to. Because a lot of times, because I feel like no one, because you know how we be like, people be like, I'm a real nigga. I feel like no one could be 100% real nigga, and I shouldn't even say that word. No one could be 100% real,
Right?
And be, what's the word? And be civil.
I mean, I feel like everything's.
How many times you want to slap somebody?
A lot, like a lot. But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, well, I can't slap this person because police right over there. I'm gonna get arrested. It's like consequences behind your actions. So you still got to be thoughtful in your actions. And even though you may not do what you want to do, I'll see you again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's all just consequences. And for me, it's like just knowing, is it really worth it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's come with growth and maturity and not really faking who you are, but that just shows the change and the growth and the evolution of who you are.
Yeah.
So we say, okay, well, 5 years ago, I probably would have punched you in your face.
Yeah.
And then a whole bunch of stuff, I got to get bailed out or whatever, whoop-de-whoop. But I'm in a place now, I'm going to go ahead and let that go and enjoy my day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you could, when you get on social media, you can see people that are acting. You know when people, when you personally know people, you could pick up like, hey, this person is acting. This person isn't really, even with like relationships. Some people act like, oh, my relationship is so wonderful and so great, but in real life,
every day you talking to that person.
Like
you married, you typing.
I done had people on social media and I look at their relationship and they be like going out of town, they be in different countries.
Yeah.
And then you be like, and then that same person will call and be like talking about how unhappy they are in their relationship.
Go
ahead. But like I feel like that's acting. I feel like times I probably do act especially like when I'm at work. I work around kids, so there's certain things that I can't do and say that I have to act. I don't know if it's more acting or adapting to like the environment that I'm in, but sometimes I want to react a certain way and I really can't react that way because I'm at work. So if you want to call that acting, I guess I do act, but I do feel like I don't know if it's acting, but I do feel like with my life, I have different parts of my life. I have my work part, I have my part when I'm off of work, and I feel I have a part where when I do go down to Akron and visit my friends and family, I have the Akron part too. So I do feel like it's like 3 different parts of me, and it's not really the same person. If that make any sense.
But I feel like there's too much pressure put on the whole idea of acting, and too much pressure put on the whole idea of people trying to be outside of themselves, especially in the Black community, where it feel like if you're just trying to be civil or if you're trying to just adjust to whatever situation you're in, it's too much pressure put on us where it's like, well, you fake, because that word fake, I hate that word, because sometimes you ain't gonna go to work cussing everybody out. And
sure.
Trying to so I feel like sometimes we have a lot of pressure put on us based on our oppressed situation and in the way that we grew up, where we feel like we have to be this real N-word.
I mean, but then also talking back to like social media aspect of it, only thing you really see on social media is people glorify their opinionated success. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whether, like you said, it's getting a job or getting a new boyfriend or kids or going out the country, all you see is the good stuff. You don't see them behind on their bills. They ain't posting they drama, or they ain't posting that they kids are sick, or they ain't posting that they job, just let them go, but don't nobody know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like people only gonna want you to see the good. They only gonna put that like bad stuff to the side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or the negative light in their life to the side. Now, if you want to talk about that being fake, I can see that, because then you're not being transparent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got an audience that's looking at you, oh, this person does X, Y, Z, but really, you're doing ABC.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, as far as that aspect, I can see the fakeness in that. And then also I see like how people can use social media in a positive way. Like I try to use my social media as like a marketing platform for myself, for my brand.
Yeah.
So like I don't have my kids on there. I don't have my relationship stuff on there. Everything you see is kind of like building me as a brand, what type of things I'm doing.
Yeah.
Whether it's acting, music, stuff like that. And occasionally you may see me like in Trip or just something like just nostalgic stuff to put up.
Yeah.
But I mean, for the most part, I just keep mine like kind of business professional.
Yeah. I mean, you see, it's about people acting like characters. I see it a lot at the gym. Not the gym, at Planet Fitness. I go to Planet Fitness in Solon. And I see a lot of, it's crazy because we shouldn't be like this, but I see a lot of, black guys, like a lot of the guys like us, they'll see me and, I guess because we out in Solon, they want to be all puffing their chest out, walking around, me mugging, and it's like, dude, you live in Solon.
We at the gym.
Yeah, we at the gym. You live in Solon, like you live in one of the best suburbs in Northeast Ohio. So, you're not really built like that. And then you see them bump into, I hate to bring race into it, but you see them bump into a white guy, and they say, apologetic, but it's just like, you ready to chew my head off, and you don't even know me. You don't have to put on the tough facade, because 9 times out of 10, you're not scaring nobody. I mean, nobody's scared of you because you're acting tough. Sometimes it's a defense mechanism, I guess, but I'm not even paying attention to it.
Could be the creatine and the
it's a steroid.
No, it ain't no steroid. It's just that a lot of times it's just a pissing contest. Like, oh, I'm tougher than you, or I can do this. I'm like, man, you just acting. Like, I know, I could tell. Yeah, like when you grow up in certain neighborhoods, like we grew up in, you could tell who's valid and you could tell who's not.
Or like a rapper that be like, I'm from the streets, but you go to church every Sunday with your mom and cooking cookies and stuff like that. And you live on Pepper Pike. Like, what you talking about?
You about Drake?
No, I ain't gonna say the names. But
Drake?
No. But let's just say, man, Like we already know, like come on, that's you don't know the struggle, so why are you talking about it? Like it's cool though.
Yeah, I just think that everybody, we need to just be more real to ourselves. I mean, I know that social media do have this whole idea of trying to create, and then sometimes that's how some people deal with their mental health too. Mm-hmm. Like sometimes people post their kids like their accomplishments and stuff because it makes them feel good. You know what I'm saying? And there are people that actually post stuff to make other people feel good. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then sometimes there's people that that post bad stuff because it make them feel, or go on other people's pages, tear them down because it make them feel better about themselves. But I'm just saying, like in all actuality, at the end of the day, we are not here to destroy people. We are here to make other people feel good because we are part of something better, bigger. I mean,
we are. You should put supposed to. There's some people out there that would like to destroy people because things aren't going good for them. So.
Yeah, so it's kind of like make sure you happy in yourself.
Absolutely.
All right.